sunshine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I say rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, my favorite day. And the weather is good. It's not shining sun, but it's not raining and it's not snowing.
Good.
So I have some great guests here today. On my left, I have Killer Joe Ferraro.
Hi.
On my right, I have Vic Tajian and Tajian. And then I have my friend for years and years and years. I'll let you say your name.
Charlie Razenson.
Charlie Razenson from what company?
Unique Impressions.
Unique Impressions. I always let one person introduce themselves. So
Today
today is National Comfy Day. So you know what you do today? Get under the comforters, get under the comfy bed, cover yourself up, throw a heating pad on if you want, get a loved one, and just get comfortable. It's also National Love Your Pet Day. Anybody here have a pet?
Not anymore.
No pets?
No
okay.
pets.
And
no,
also...
I'm at the beginning of Jewish life. All the kids are out of the house and all the pets have died.
There you go.
That's it.
That's pretty good. National Muffin Day. So tonight, get a muffin on the way home for your loved one. Toast it. It's much better on the grill than if you just put it in the microwave. And have a muffin. So that's the days we always celebrate. First thing we do is we salute some wine. We have some nice wine that someone donated to us.
Cheers.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. It's something we always do on the show is we have some kind of a bonding. We have cookies today. Normally I give everyone a loaf of Italian bread, but I thought cookies would be better today. So not everybody likes Italian bread. Do you like Italian bread?
Of course.
Yes, do you?
I love it.
Yes, you do.
Of course.
All right.
A little butter, a little garlic.
I know. Next time I'll bring the bread. But the bread stands for unity, and that's what this show's about. So let's start with my co-host here.
Yes.
His name is Vic, and I know him for years.
That's right.
He's been in the transportation business for a long time, still in it. He's
Correct.
volunteers everywhere,
That's
especially at some events with the Breakfast Club. And he's very good in restaurants. He knows a lot of people and kind of gets me in the door. And today I spoke to the owner of Barossa Restaurant in Queens, and he also owns Trotters in Franklin Square.
Correct.
And his name is Frankie. His picture was up on the board today. And you guys should try Barossa and try Trotters and let them know that Valentina sent you because you'll get treated very nice. And we're actually going there tonight for a reunion.
That is correct.
We haven't been there in
The
a
food
long
is
time.
excellent, by the way.
Yeah, so what the hell are you up to? I know your little baby is getting big.
Yes, she'll be, she's already 4 years old.
Look at this guy, 4 years old.
Yeah. Don't go there.
Yeah.
With my age.
And how old is your oldest child?
33.
So that's a big gap.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's beautiful.
Thank you.
So you had to
Thank
learn how to be a daddy all over again with a little one, right?
Absolutely. Well, I am.
Yeah.
I never forgot my,
Yeah, I
the
know that.
training and all that.
But it's different.
It's different. It's
Then you get
definitely
away
different.
with a lot more when you have a
It's
baby girl.
definitely different. I spoil her more.
Yeah, I know that.
More than my other children that I.
Yeah, because you have the child late in life.
Correct. Very much so. It's incredibly. It's a different bond.
Yeah.
It's a different connection.
And you're also much more relaxed.
100%.
When you have 3 kids, and then you have no kids, and then you have 1 baby, you have any kids?
I have 3 with my girlfriend, her
Oh.
daughters.
Oh, really?
we
Oh, so
raised them.
you help raise them.
I sure did.
And how old are those 3 girls?
20, that's my baby. It's Alessandra. She's
Love
been
the
with me her
name.
whole life. And the middle one's 26, and the eldest is pushing 30.
Wow. So you have 3 daughters.
Yes.
Then you get along with them.
Oh, yeah.
That is hard.
Well, hard is a perception. You can make anything as hard as you want. We've always had a great relationship. I've known them since they're infants almost, for
Wow.
many,
so
many
you're
years.
really their daddy.
And I even knew them before we started
Dating?
dating and stuff. I knew them. And my attitude was like the patrol cars say, to serve and protect. That's it.
Aw.
And I was always there if anybody needed me. Nothing too forceful. Except the little one, she needs a beating every now and then.
Well,
she's great.
Girls
I love her.
from 16 to 18 are very tough.
Yeah.
Did you have a tough time with them then?
No, we
You're lucky.
yeah, all very professional, very smart, talented.
Wow.
No, they're really. For me, it's still clean sailing.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend, not so much.
Well.
she gets into it with them.
She's toughy, right?
Yeah,
She's
she's
got to be
tough.
tough mom.
Right.
And how about you? How old are your kids now?
42 and 40.
Wow, your kids got big too.
Yeah.
So what are they up to?
Well, one's a corrections officer and one is a paramedic, is a lieutenant paramedic for FDNY.
Oh, that's terrific. Good jobs,
Yeah.
good retirements, all that.
Yeah, they're at the latter part of their career for that.
Because they're in so many years already.
Yeah, they're like 7 to 8 years away from retirement.
See, that's the thing. When we were younger, our parents didn't push us to do those kind of jobs. You know what I mean? So when you get older, you don't have that retirement when you're young. And then you wind up just working to make ends meet or whatever. It's a different mentality today, don't you think?
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we instinctively knew, coming up, you get a decent job with that kind of thing with the benefits and all.
Yeah.
That's all you heard. It's all you heard. But you don't realize, like you said, because it happens that fast.
That's true.
Next thing you know, you're approaching retirement age. So wow, I got all this. I have all that.
Yeah, that's
You didn't even
true.
realize it.
And then once your kids get older, then they're gone.
Mhm.
Like your older kids, they're
Yes,
gone, right?
Of
Yeah,
course.
that's what
They'll
happens.
have their own lives, of course. That's how it is. They don't.
Well,
They have their own
they
lives.
move on.
They
I
move on.
have mine. I mean, she moved to Maryland. I love her. We see her, but it's different.
Correct.
It's just all of a sudden you're alone,
Mhm.
and that's why when we make these groups of people to do things, it works out good because you wind up meeting so many great people.
Yes.
And other great people that I know through Charlie is David from 516 Ads. Everybody knows David, and I haven't seen him for a while. I'm owing him a visit, but he just recommended someone to me that a friend of mine needed to move, and he's been great. And he's like the resource for everybody, and I'm the resource for somebody's. But he has much more than I do because he's a lot younger than me, and he
Okay.
can run around more. So Charlie, what's happening?
Well, we've been just very busy. We're doing work for our business, and now I'm preparing to set up for another fundraiser in June.
Where is it, and what's it all
The
about?
Bethpage Firehouse, Engine 7's annual barbecue,
Oh,
bourbon, and
you're the
cigar.
barbecue king.
You're on the Barbecue King.
Yeah, he does all that great meat.
I mean, I only own 9 smokers. Just a few.
And are you having music and everything?
Yeah, we have the Electric Dudes that are coming to do the music, and then we have other stuff that is going to go on,
It's
and
usually very well attended.
I cook for 2 days straight.
I know. I don't know how you do it.
It's easy.
He likes it.
I do pulled pork and brisket one night, and the next morning I get up and I'll do ribs and chicken, and and I'll do beef ribs.
So how do people sign up to go, and how do they go? And
Well, they'll have to see me or somebody else in the firehouse and buy a ticket. It's $50, but it's all the food you want to eat, all the bourbon you want to drink, and
Oh.
all the cigars you want to smoke.
that's pretty good for $50.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It's a
great.
good time.
Good. And what's happening in the tchotchke world?
Well,
What's it called again? The new word? It's not tchotchkes.
I call them. I can't say what we call it.
Okay.
We basically call it CPS, cheap plastic.
Okay. I see you brought me a box.
I
What
brought
is
you a
that? I
box.
can't
Go
wait. I
take a
love
look.
presents.
Anyway, since I know you like wine,
Yes, I do like. Oh,
and that'll keep your wine cold.
look at that.
It'll keep your wine cold for 12
Beautiful.
hours.
It
Wow,
feels
really?
cold already.
Wow.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
How about coffee?
12 hours.
Oh, so
Also,
coffee
coffee's
or
nasty.
cold?
Okay, but here's the whole trick. If it takes you 12 hours to drink a cup of coffee, you shouldn't be drinking coffee.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Patrick doesn't. He lets his coffee get cold, and I hate it cold.
Yeah.
So this is good for me because it keeps my coffee
Yeah.
hot
It'll
and
keep-
my wine cold, which
Yeah.
I like. Thank you. That's a nice gift. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Very,
And-
very nice. So you make all kinds of things like this.
We do direct embroidery work and screen printing, and anybody who's in the promotional businesses all go to the same companies. But the idea is have somebody who knows what they're doing
Makes a difference.
and has the background really in it.
Well, you've been in it for how long?
Well, we've had this business for 30 years, and I started out of college in ad agencies, and I worked on accounts like Seagram.
Wow.
I worked
big
on
accounts.
Standard Motor Products. I worked on Schaefer Beer with Peels, with Bert and Harry Peels. We worked on Air Canada, Mattel, and back when I was doing it, there was a new product coming out called Hot Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we had to make a display for the toy show for that.
Well, that's a great show to go to, isn't it? You go to those shows, don't you?
No,
You don't? You used to, though.
no, I never went, and the whole time
Really? Most people in your business go to the shows.
I was too busy designing stuff for
On
the
your
shows.
own. Mm-hmm.
You know, so the ad agency that I was working for was designing the stuff for the show. So we were busy getting it up there, and by the time you got it up there, you didn't want to go see a show.
So where is your office? Is it in your
Hicksville.
house?
Yeah, it's out of my house.
Oh, so in Hicksville.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. And when you order something, you ship it right to the location where the event is or right to the person?
Depends on what the person wants. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I have it shipped directly to me because this way I can double check it, make sure it's right,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll personally deliver it to the person.
So now with the spring coming, you know how everybody has a boat
Sure.
these days and they go on the boat and all that? Do you do like boating for hats for the,
I do
the name of the
hats,
boats and stuff like that?
What I usually recommend somebody doing, if they really want to be a fancy boater, is have your friend that you're out on the boat with, take the boat out with you, take a nice shot of the boat several different ways,
Mm-hmm.
give me the photograph, and we can actually put your boat
On the,
on
wow,
the back of the
that's nice.
yeah. So I mean, it costs a little bit more, but it's your boat. Your numbers are there. Everything is there.
So being you work from the basement,
Now, we work from the garage.
oh,
but
the garage, do you have one of those presses where you do
I
everything?
have
or
a
you-
press also, but no, we have the embroidery machines.
Oh, so who does all that sewing?
Me?
You do? Jeez. That's a lot of work.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say your wife.
Sometimes she does most of it, but I will do it too.
So you have any part-time kids that help? Or
No.
It's just the two of you.
Yes.
That's pretty good, all these years. And
Yeah,
you're
it's-
and you're into sports, so you know everybody with sports. I know we have a picture of you with some people. Bobby, do we have a picture? Hello? Maybe we don't. Do we have a picture? There it is. That's, what is that, the scoreboard when you were on in
Yeah,
one of the games?
I was on the scoreboard for the Islander game and just before that, I lit the lighthouse at the UBS.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That's
Who's
Brian,
that?
Brian Trottier,
Oh, I don't even know who that is. Okay.
Hall of Fame.
And I saw you, where? At the concert.
That was at the concert. That was
We
a
went
whole,
to see Sal Valentinetti Friday night, and he was there with his cronies.
yeah.
So, you know, the Breakfast Club is everywhere. We find people, but you saw me first.
Yeah.
I thought the show was good, but I think Sal is, that personality he used to have is not as vibrant as he used to be.
Maybe he got married and.
Well, he's got a beautiful wife.
Yeah.
I brought him chocolate-covered strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
I brought him a lottery ticket, and I brought him a little tchotchke. And I know he ate them because he said on his reel someone gave him strawberries and they were delicious. But I expected him to say hello in the show. He didn't. So I was very disappointed.
You know how much stuff goes backstage?
Yeah, I do know. I do.
Yeah. So.
But I know him, so I thought he would, be nice. But he wasn't nice.
He's like everybody else.
Busy.
You know, they all are that way.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I know.
And they're concentrating on their setup for their show. They're
Well,
not-
you know, because you deal with all the big shots in sports.
Well, I deal with them, and you have to follow the rules.
Yeah, I'm not a rule follower.
Well,
We all know that. I'm a rule breaker, that's for sure.
well, I'm known for that too. I mean, let's go this way. In my personal collection at home, I have every bobblehead the Islanders ever gave away,
How nice.
and I have over 450 hockey pucks signed by
I want a
players.
bobblehead, just for me.
You can order one.
I know, I may
And then-
have to do that. Do you, right?
No, there are companies out there
Oh,
that
I thought
just
you
do.
did it.
No, that's when you
One
do
thing you don't
individual
do, huh?
ones.
Yeah,
There are companies that specialize in just doing
a
individual.
bobblehead. What do you have to give him, a picture? What do you think, Joe?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just give him a picture.
you need a front picture.
Look, I have one, but this is an angel.
Is that you?
Yeah, this is me.
Oh, that's you. There you
Yeah,
are.
that's me.
All right.
Oh.
But I would
wow.
like
You do
a,
have one.
Yeah, but this is I'm
Well,
not
that's not a
always
bobblehead, is it?
I'm not always an angel. Yeah, that's a bobblehead.
Oh.
All right,
Not
so
everybody has to know that.
Yeah. I'm
But-
pretty well an angel,
but
but
that's
sometimes
what
I'm
you
bad.
do is you take a front view side and two side views, and this way
There you go, Susan. That's our photographer. She does those
that's how
nice
you
pictures.
have to do it to get a personal bobblehead.
So now, what's your website?
Uniqueimpressions.com and promos.li.
Oh, I didn't know about promos.li. And what about your number? How do people call you?
516-931-2485.
Very nice. So, did you ever meet Killer Joe, both of you?
I
You
don't
know
think
what-
so.
Yeah, we just
What
I,
he
know, we
does?
I let this gentleman in earlier.
Yes.
I found him outside.
So we have a little clip of a song.
Oh, okay.
Bobby, can
Oh.
we hear the song? How long is it?
How long is it? It's about 3 minutes long.
Yeah, Bobby. We'd like to see the song. Well, hear the song.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah. And what is that?
That's actually last week. That was Valentine's night.
Yeah, I knew where you were.
He's wearing this jacket. That's with Vinny Pastor from The Sopranos.
And Granny Pastor is going to be in the Fontanas.
No, not Vinny.
Oh, come on. What is his name? One
We're
of those
talking
guys.
about Ernie Margione's and
Oh,
us.
right.
And I forgot the other one. There's another one, but not Vinny. There he is. That's me, Vinny.
Look at him.
That was last Friday.
And that's this jacket?
That's his jacket. Lisa got it. She does. In jackets. That was up at Daryl's house.
Who's that?
Daryl Hall. At his club. That was last Friday. That's Fabrizio, my
Yes.
bass player, and on the other side, that's Bobby Ferraro from The Sopranos.
Yes.
The three of us.
That's right. I remember that. Very nice.
That's just
There
me.
you are. Look at you. It must be so much fun doing what you do.
Oh, sure. That's the main attraction.
Just get down and dirty
Get
and
down,
sing and move.
get to it.
Right.
And whatever happens, happens. That's me.
That's the serious side of you.
That was my headshot.
Yes, I like it. Very nice.
Thank you.
It's not often a man wears the shirt that way.
Okay. I'm actually wearing that shirt.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not often. That sounds good, doesn't it, guys? Makes you want to dance.
All right.
That's the whole piece of the attraction of what we do. Again, the use this song in the movie.
So tell us about the movie. Let's do it. We'll wait till the
Oh, you
music
wanna wait till
stops.
it's-
Yeah.
Okay.
But how did you get picked?
Okay. The individual I was talking about, who I played with last week, and we actually shot a video 2 days ago in Harlem. That's Vinny Pastore,
Yes.
who was the iconic character on The Sopranos, Big Pussy. That's who that was.
Mm-hmm.
And he got me in the movie, and the movie's called A Brooklyn Love Story, and I wound up playing his bodyguard. He plays the mob boss. And about the second day into shooting, they asked me if I had any original material. I said, sure. And I sent them this song, which is called 24/7, and a few more. And they used it. And they used it in the whole song, just about it, one of the scenes at the end of the movie.
So now when the movie, there it is. There's the cover.
That's
of,
it.
That's the cover of the movie.
All
When
shot
you
on
see
location.
it, that's he's in it.
Hmm.
And this happened as a result of just being involved, right?
Exactly.
Always doing something, put yourself out there.
Right. Well, that's the main. That's the main thing is 80% of anything is being there.
Right.
Anything can happen after that.
Mhm.
And like I said, I wound up on the getting the scene, and they took the song, and then it's right there in the end of the movie. They use the whole song. It's like the happily ever after part of the movie.
Right. So it's a good ending.
Yes, it's a romance comedy. It's based on a true story that John Cortez, who wrote the stories for his father, owned a farm stand in Brooklyn, and they were trying to squeeze him out, and he wouldn't budge, and the whole thing came at, and after that, what happened with the mob and everything else, that was the fun part.
Oh, sure.
But
Well,
it's a
you're
real-
very good at the mob
Well,
language.
that's what we do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you have so many lines in the Fontanas that are really good. So he plays, what's your character in the Fontanas?
Tony. It's
Tony,
another mob enforcer, go
a
figure.
mob enforcer. But you don't really come after me, you go
No.
after my kids.
I believe that's what happened, right?
Yeah,
I think that's
mhm.
what happened. And it was a great. I think I did a scene in my car with Katie Schrader.
Yes, and then don't you run after somebody or in the
Yeah,
car
when
you
Angela,
tell them, yeah,
when I
right.
was tailing Angela,
My daughter-in-law in the
Right.
movie,
and
he's going after her.
and it couldn't have scripted it better. That night it was actually rainy and cold, and she drives off into a ditch, and I'm following her, and that a whole bunch of things ensue after that.
And then she goes into the hospital. and
Right.
All kinds of things happen.
Right. And then, like I said, I kidnapped Katie, and we have this
That's
great.
my other daughter-in-law.
We have this great conversation, filming while I'm in the car, which I didn't know how to do. So I had to drive and get filmed at the same
But
time.
you're very good at it.
Well, we studied it. We had a good time with it. And, Jerry writes great stuff.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that hard. And we had a great day.
Yeah, yeah. So now how long I noticed by your list that you've been in a lot of movies and done a lot of different things.
Well,
How does this happen? I've only been in 5
Like,
movies,
let's-
and I think that's a lot.
well, it's like you said before. It's putting
Look at all
yourself
the
out
theater
there.
credits he has. It's unbelievable.
And I started doing a lot of extra work.
Right. So
That's
then
like
you
this-
don't really get paid much for
Yeah,
extras.
it's not
right?
much money at all, but you stand here, do this, stand here, and that's basically it. But I wanted to experience it, see what the studios were about, and work on the set. And at the same time, Vinny Pastore started teaching at HB Studios in the city, and I followed him over there.
And that's really where you really
And
grew,
that's
right?
I studied there for about 7 years, and you learn how to break down scenes and character development and all that. I studied with Maureen Van Zandt as well, and then you meet other, like any industry. I met Shakespearean trained actors,
Mm-hmm.
and people in the industry. And in about the second year, I got really serious with it.
Yeah, once you got really serious, then it was just constant,
Well,
right?
And then it's like I said, but you run into a guy like Jerry or someone like yourself, or even over here, and before you know it, you're on this particular independent film,
Right.
and then they need you for something else,
And you're hoping then something else leads to something else.
and then you get like a manager, let's say, who can get you some auditions and whatnot. But usually 9 out of 10 times, like anything else, it's word of mouth.
Yeah, you're better off without the manager,
Right.
but then
Right.
the
Well, that helps
manager
too.
only gets paid if you get paid,
Right.
right? So
That helps.
it's not a bad gig, you
but,
know?
but once you get on the set on one thing, that usually leads to 3 or 4 or
Right.
5 other things. We just shot something in Harlem 2 days ago. All, like I said, Vinny, myself, somebody I play in the band with, And it was a great shoot. We had a great time. And it's just like that. Like I said,
Right.
you meet, this guy plays in my band. He's doing a video. Vinny gets involved. We're there.
Yeah, that's how it happened for
Right.
me with Jerry.
Exactly.
So what do you guys think? You think you'd ever want to do something like that?
Why not?
Of course
You
they
would.
could.
I know you would.
I
He's,
know I
he's
would.
very he's very
Well,
friendly.
like you know about this. You're in.
Well,
the
now I'm
fun
in it,
times,
but
right?
I mean, you know, I didn't know it.
But there's no such thing as bad or good. It's right or wrong.
It's yeah. Mhm.
It's and I explained that to one of the extras in the Brooklyn Love Story. Kids really trying to learn and
Make it,
everything.
mhm.
I said, just remember, there's something being written for you right now that you don't even know about that only you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else. We can't do it. Only you can do. And when that time happens, then you got to be ready.
Yeah, and it could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could
Right.
be just sitting at a bar. It could be
Right.
driving a car. It could be, you know,
Exactly
I mean,
what
from
you're
what I've
saying.
done, you
Right.
know. I mean, they had me walking on the beach. I
Well,
couldn't even walk.
But here's the thing.
But they did it, and I did it.
But
you know,
what you did, nobody else can do.
I hope so.
That I'm saying though, that's your part.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know, I keep speaking about Vinny Pastore. His acting career didn't start till he was about 45 years old.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because
And-
mine didn't start till I was
That's what I'm saying.
60-something years
And
old.
he had a whole life before that. He got into it. It's a great story. It really should be a book. And
Well, he should write a book.
He doesn't. Yeah, but he wants to do other things. But the point is, he hit the road running. Before you know it, he's in a lot of really good movies, and then he
Oh,
landed
yeah.
in The Sopranos. The rest is history.
Oh, yeah, once you land on The Sopranos.
Right. Well, but here's the thing: Sopranos was passed 50 times. It was passed over, and it landed on HBO as a pilot, and then they picked it up. No one knew it was going to become the greatest TV show
Yeah.
of all time.
Well, it was on a month ago because it was the anniversary.
25 years, yeah.
And I was first watching a lot of it.
26,
Did you watch it when it was on?
Actually, they really put it on the what do you call it? The on TikTok a lot.
Right,
I watch
right.
it. You know, of course, scenes. Of,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
A lot.
But I never knew how it ended. That's because I didn't watch it as much.
Okay.
Now, 20-something years later, I'm watching it, and when the ending, I was shocked.
Right.
Well, you know, how he just,
Went to black. That's it.
yeah, you don't know
It's
if
iconic.
he's dead. You
No.
don't know, you know.
And here's the thing: that happened almost 20 years ago, and like we're talking about it right now to this day. And I'm a crazy fan over it, and plus some of my closest friends were in it, and you know, so I'm prejudiced towards it. But still, to this day, people still are arguing in bars about
that
how
it shouldn't have happened that
well,
way.
or it shouldn't have happened, or it was iconic, or he's dead, or he's not dead. This is still going on, and there's no answer. It's a
Well, it
mystery.
could come back someday, couldn't it?
It could, but you know,
It's probably won't.
it's like it's in the same categories like the Honeymooners in the Twilight Zone. It's
Right,
just iconic, and
just
that's it.
lands.
And leave it. It's
I-
legendary.
I think most of the mob movies, it becomes a masterpiece
Yes.
forever.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of mob movies. I love mob movies.
I do too.
The whole, I mean, the whole worldwide. Even you know, back to The Sopranos. Vinny and two other characters who were in it go worldwide to Australia to
they
England.
have so much.
And they do these. It's called Sitting Down with the Sopranos, and they sell out every venue.
They do.
Thousands of people. They love this thing. It's incredible.
Mm.
And I'm fortunate where, like I said, I connected with a lot of them, and that took
You're
that helped
not
my
Italian,
career.
right?
I'm half.
Oh, because you don't look Italian.
No.
You look Irish.
No, I'm not Irish.
What are you, German?
No,
What?
Spanish. My mother's from
Spa-
Spain.
But he doesn't even look Spanish.
Well, you got to see what they look like in Spain. They look either
Like
like
you?
me or like this, or I have cousins who are dark, like who are Hispanic looking.
Yeah, you would never take
No.
you for Spanish. Charlie, what do you think of all this? I know you're not Italian, but do you get a kick out of it or what?
It's always
the
fun.
Sopranos?
You know,
yeah.
I've never gotten into The Sopranos.
You should watch the repeats. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
I gotcha.
Being that, I've always in the fire departments and stuff.
Yes.
Even things like Chicago Fire now, I don't
You don't even like that?
If you've seen the real thing,
Yeah, I guess.
it's like the movie Backdraft. I've never seen it. Why? I was caught in one.
Okay.
And me and my partner rolled out of the building, and the fire rolled over our heads.
I got
And by
that.
the end of an hour later, I was at the hospital.
No, I could understand that. Well, you can't get into it. But
Yeah.
some of these firemen
I like comedy
shows are
shows.
very good.
Oh yeah, but I like comedy.
And I was on a fire truck after 911 when my friend passed away, and I was part of like a charity thing for a week. It was really upsetting. But then for some reason I wound up on the truck, and they had to push me up because I couldn't get up there with the steps, but it was a lot of fun. But one thing about firemen that I learned is that they are always there for the loved one or the person they lost, and they're like a family.
Yeah.
Because
Part
my,
of the-
my friend, they treated her so good after the...
Police and fire do the right thing for the people who are involved.
Right.
You know,
And it's a legend. You do it forever and ever, right? I mean, you're still... Are you a fireman still?
yeah, I
Yes.
still am involved. I've got 50 years between two departments. I got 45 in Bethpage and 5.5 in Albertson.
Albertson.
And it's volunteer, and it's a lot of fun. Over the 50 years, I've saved 6 lives and lost hundreds.
Yeah.
But you can't, you know, you try your best to do whatever you can do. And sometimes you just have to go up to the person and say sorry. I mean, we tried.
Of course. I'm sure you hear a lot of BS, too.
The wildest one was blowing up a building.
Ah.
I didn't know this building had 100,000 cylinders of butane behind it. I'm cutting into the metal wall with a torch,
Oh, my God.
and all of a sudden the building started blowing up.
Jeez.
And it was interesting. And the
Well-
guys will never let me forgive it.
But that's sort of the whole bonding, right?
Oh, yeah.
That the firemen have. It's nice. It's nice. So now, what nationality are you? Like, I don't know.
Like you don't know.
No, I don't.
All right.
What is it?
What am I? I'm Armenian.
Armenian.
That's
Okay.
right.
And for some reason, I think I know that you're a dancer.
I'm a dancer.
Yes.
What kind of dancer? Don't get me
Well-
in trouble.
Many people I know that know you
uh,
say you
Yeah.
resemble who?
oh,
Come
a
on.
lot of people. Oh, you're talking about.
What's his name?
Telly,
No.
Telly Savalas.
No. Well, not
no,
Telly. No.
That's no.
What's his name? I have it written down. I'm trying to find
Pitbull.
Pitbull. And when he's dancing, forget about it.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people resemble him for that.
Yeah, but you do resemble him, especially when he's got a few drinks and
Okay.
he's doing a dance.
Did we ever dance?
No,
Okay, then let's leave it alone.
no, but I know you have a
There's
reputation.
eyes on me. And
No, it's a good thing. People know you over at the club there.
the
Yeah, the one on Westbury. You've probably been there.
Which one?
What's it called? I forget. There's a club where people go for dance, just dance.
yes,
That's what they do
yes,
there. They
yes.
just dance, and they're fantastic dancers. And it's in Westbury. You might have been there, right? I bet you were there.
There you
Susan probably went. Hey, Dave.
go. Thank you, Susan.
Susan,
Susan has the right to remain silent.
That's
Anything
right.
yes,
she says can
but
and will
she
be
did.
used
She's
against
pretty
her.
Against
popular
her, yeah.
lady on Long Island
Yep.
too.
That was my hometown.
Yeah.
What, Westbury?
So I think she saw you dance there. There you go.
Susan, have you ever seen me over there? There you go.
What you got?
We have a game here.
Oh,
all right.
no.
We like to play games on the show.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have Vic start with his first question. All right, and it's you have to say this is something you would find, and the people have to answer it.
Okay.
Say it.
In the
Game is
lost,
called "Say It"
In the lost and,
and found. Yes. So what is something you would find in the lost and found? What do you think?
Just in general,
Anything you want to say.
every time you look in Lost and Found, it's always eyeglasses
I was
Yeah.
gonna say eyeglasses. That's true.
and gloves.
Or a scarf.
True.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a few, Charlie, and I'll give you a few.
Okay.
Because we like, sometimes these answers are kind of neat.
Well, I only got one.
No, you're getting a few too.
I
There you
need my
go.
glasses for this. I'm sorry.
All
Discriminating.
right, there you go.
Now, who are we asking? this
Everyone
for?
takes a turn. You ask and then we answer.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Charlie.
All right. You bet you were already talking about this on the beach.
On the beach. What happens on the beach? Well,
A lot of things.
a lot of things can happen on the
When
beach.
I was
Obvious.
younger, a lot of things happened on
You
the
could
beach.
drink on the beach. You
That's
could
right.
have close relations on the beach.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And you could swim.
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
And you could play a sport.
Volleyball.
Right.
Oh,
There you go.
Right.
Or
That was
watch
a
the
good
air
one.
show.
Right.
Huh?
Well, watch
Watch the air
Watch,
show.
watch your.
The air show at Jones Beach.
the air
the
show.
air show.
That's a biggie. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The air show is big.
most amount of people that hit the beach every year, 200,000 plus.
Yeah, I can't go. You need a bus to get there. You have
No,
to park your car and then take a bus.
I leave at 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm going to the air show.
Yeah, and how long you can get there right away? You know
I
how
get
long?
there
thank
by
you.
6:30, and I'm starting to photograph by 10 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez, Charlie,
And I do about, on average, no, it's okay.
No.
I do on average 300 to 400 photographs.
oh, you
or more.
take a lot. Oh, I didn't know you did all the photographs.
Yeah.
What else do you do, Charlie? My God.
Well, photography. I fly remote control airplanes at times.
Got a lot of hobbies.
My Islander stuff.
Yeah, well, Islanders is your love.
Well, it's my sport that I like.
Yes.
Uh,
I know he's going to get them over.
and barbecue.
And the cooking,
And I love my barbecue.
I mean, you've been saying about your barbecue. Can we have one of your burgers one day?
A burger. You don't want burgers. You want ribs.
Steak.
Ribs,
He does,
okay, you're
he
right,
does the
you're
big
right.
thing.
You want ribs.
Yes,
You want pulled pork.
yes,
You want a
yes.
good brisket.
There you go.
Uh,
We love all that. You already,
Yeah,
make,
you
you already make us hungry.
know, if a burger is nothing. Just take 80-20 chopped meat, put it on, let it sit for 2 minutes, flip it, watch it, and it's cooked.
Beautiful.
There you go.
When can we go?
We could go. I have to find out when his next thing is, the date.
June 28th.
All right, well, we
June
have time.
28th. Got it.
All
Put it
right.
on the calendar.
Okay, so go ahead. What do you got here?
Oh, me?
Yeah, we're playing a game.
Something frightening.
Something frightening?
Yes, sir.
Snakes. Is
Yeah.
that frightening? People go crazy when they see them. You see all the videos. People see a snake, they flip out.
Yeah. You know what I find frightening? People on drugs. That is scary because they don't know what the heck they're doing half the
Yeah,
time.
that's an interesting thing when you have to walk in on them.
Yes.
How about something crazy?
Something crazy.
Ah,
Yeah, same
Well,
thing, people
you
on
could think
drugs.
of
Drummers.
Jumpers.
Drummers are crazy.
That, you know what?
I'm just kidding.
You know what I say about crazy? Crazy sells.
Without a doubt.
Don't you agree?
Sure. It's interesting.
What do you think? Don't you think if someone ordered a crazy item from you?
Crazy is a wonderful thing because it's all in the aspect of what you think is crazy.
Exactly.
But it depends what your final usage of whatever it is. But, when I was in advertising, they asked me to make a 8-foot telephone, and the cord, back in the day when phones you push buttoned,
Right.
so picture an 8-foot telephone being on a stage, and we actually had to figure out how to make the buttons push in, and the cord had to look like a phone cord. Okay, how do you do that?
And you figured it out.
Well, you took a piece of rope, heavy rope,
And you
and
colored
you
it.
curled it around the pipe, and you covered it in shellac like 100 times, and then you spray painted it black in between. So when you took the pipe out finally, it stayed curled up. And then you put it into the receiver, you put it into the phone, and every time the guy moved it, the pieces of paint would be flying off.
Well, that was a biggie. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And what do you think is crazy?
a lot of things are crazy.
Yeah, I know. This is true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could have
Life is
life in
crazy.
general. You can have an ex that's crazy, right?
Sure.
And she could be nutso, or a guy that's nutso, or you could just have something in your job that's, I used to know a few crazy people when I was in media. Media is a tough place to be. You were back in advertising, so you understand
Yeah,
that.
it was, the stuff you got requested. I had a boss that said, I need it, I want it, get it, buy it, charge it. In other words, get it done. Yeah.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I need it today.
Yeah.
That's one thing about media and entertainment. It doesn't matter if it takes too long. They'll give you the money if that's what they want.
Sure.
Don't you find that?
Absolutely.
Now, what about the outfits you wear for all the films? Do they provide you with the clothes?
Depends. On the last movie we did, they gave me a lot of stuff.
That's
stuff I
nice.
have my own.
Right.
You know, a lot of these independent things, on the shoestring budget.
Right.
So you
well,
got-
that's usually
Right.
shoestring. Yeah.
And what's great, you'll go to like a thrift store. If you
Yeah,
got
I
do
go to
something from
the
the
thrift shop
50s
a
or
lot.
something, and you get an old jacket or something.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That's pretty much it. But it depends on the set.
Right.
On the Irishman, we went to a warehouse in I think it was in Queens. It was like a giant warehouse, 17 floors.
Of what? Clothes and everything?
Every time period you can think of, from
Wow.
current to medieval to Egyptian to
That must
everything.
be a cool place.
That was like wild. Yeah,
Wow.
that was fun. You just sit there and you look around like for an hour.
Well, back in the day when Vic, used to do all those events
Yes,
that we would, do with the company.
correct.
I remember all those wacky costumes and women on these stilts and twirling around in the air and all that.
Yes,
You
that
had,
was crazy.
You had your share of events and
Oh,
what you did,
without a doubt.
and
of course.
people that were a little nutso there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Just,
But he had a name. Only we used to travel for the company with a name. So guess what his name was? What was your name?
Victor J.
Victor J.
Victor J.
Victor J.
Because I used to just say, the first time we had to do it for the company, I say, you know what? I'll just put your name out. And then I had to call him and say, your name is Victor J. Well, for the rest of our careers, when we worked in this place, it was Victor J.
Victor J.
And so I really don't know how to say his
That's why
name.
she asked. Yeah.
Because
She
I
even
don't
pronounced
know.
it wrong in the beginning
Exactly.
of the intro.
Makes life easy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all right. It's all right. I'll forgive you.
And that's, if you look at my phone, it's Victor J.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
J-A-Y.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
it's just funny, and I was, he used to have to really do a lot of running around, and sometimes I could be a little mean, right?
Yes, it was good old days. We know each other for 25 years.
Wow.
I said I could be mean.
Oh, you? No. No, you're a sweetheart. You kidding me? No, there's no
It
meaning.
was always the last thing. It was always last minute stuff,
Yeah.
And that's what happens with media, last minute.
No, how we met, it was fun.
Yeah.
We just, we carried our friendship for many, many years with
Yeah,
Tina Valentina.
yeah.
That's
but
what
I wasn't.
See,
Tina
that's
Val-
what we know her as, Tina Valentina.
Yes, but even my book, my first book launch, he was there. He's in one of the stories. You'd have to guess which one, but this is all different stories of things that happened to me and other
In
women.
your careers, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and every woman in this book wrote a book.
How many different women did you
70.
interview? 70. And they're in this book?
Yes,
That's
and they all
interesting.
wrote their own now.
Very
And that's
nice.
also what we do here. We help people write books and publish.
Mhm.
So this is the big boot.
Right.
Me getting kicked right here
Gotcha.
in the butt and traveling up. And wings, even
And
though
wings.
I don't always have angel wings. But I don't know if you've seen the cover. Have you?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Take a look at it. And this book is published by Red Penguin Books, Stephanie Larkin. She also I met through David Gusson many, many, many years ago, and now we're friends. And I work with her to get people to publish books. And then she makes it look pretty, just like that, and corrects all your errors and every other thing. And this was my first baby book. And this, I hope to have a movie someday.
And what's this about?
This is about me,
Mm-hmm.
years ago, my best friend, which you happen to know, Jerry,
Of course.
and this little girl who lives in Center Reach,
Mm-hmm.
who almost drowned in a pool,
Almost drowned.
who needs hyperbaric tanks to live.
Oh, my.
And back when this happened, it was in Newsday, they didn't pay for it, insurance. And that's what this is about. So this is my baby novella, and that's my big book. And I really think someday I might be able to get it in a movie, especially this one, because this is not a lot of dialogue.
Right.
That's like an indie film.
It's like anything. Someone needs to get a hold of it, like you're saying, someone who's interested.
In film,
and
right.
then it grows legs, then wings, and before you know it, you're on the set.
And there's many times that I have a table just like this in a film festival, at a nonprofit, and I sell the book for an extra $5, and the nonprofit gets the $5.
Right.
And that's how I met all these people that come on the show and all the things we do.
You look at any stories that are out there, anything that's on Amazon or any of these short films or whatever, they all started with something like you just said.
Right,
They
it
just
will
didn't
start
appear.
somewhere.
Right. Someone
But,
talked to someone like you. Oh wow, that book that's a great story. I'm interested in maybe doing this
that.
or that.
Right. And then you need,
And-
money.
and it's
behind
on.
it, right. But
And
if you
it's
get the
on.
right person,
That's
just
it.
that one connection can make a big difference in your life.
Exactly.
And that's the
Exactly.
way it is with jobs too.
Yes.
When you change careers, it's okay to change careers. But
Sure.
when you have your own business, like you do, then there's no need to worry about that anymore, because even though you might be working harder and maybe not doing as well as you want, it's yours and you don't have to take any direction from anyone.
No,
Would
you
you-
always have to take direction because the customer
Well, the
tells you
customer,
what you want they need,
yes, but I'm
and
talking
you have
about,
to satisfy them.
well, that is true, but the customer's always right. But when you're your own boss, it's a little different. You can break the rules.
Well, I have a rule that this ain't Burger King and you can't have it your way. Because I had a fight with one of my major customers that they wanted a logo done at a certain size, and I know that logo can't go to that.
Well, you're
size.
very, educated on all these
And-
rules.
So I had an argument with the person, and I told him, how many National Embroidery Awards have you won?
What's a Birdie Award?
National Embroidery Awards.
Oh, embroidery award.
I said, I've won 18. In your business, I know you've won 3 awards. So I've got you beat, but you've never won an embroidery award. So I'll tell you how to put the logo.
Yeah, because you know what you're talking about.
And he finally agreed, and it came out right.
But see, people respect you because of what
Well,
you do.
you stand up for what I respect the product I want to produce. And if you don't respect it, then I don't want to do it because it's just going to fall back in my head.
But then again, like
me.
you go to a conference and all these things are sitting there and everyone's wearing what you gave them or whatever. And it was like, where'd you get it? Where'd you get it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really how the ball keeps rolling. Remember all those conferences we went to? How many bags and pens and all that
Oh, yeah.
stuff?
Right.
You remember that?
Of course.
Well, how about going to the show for all those things?
Yes. To buy. Oh, yeah. Well,
That
yes.
shows us, because that, we call that adult trick or treat.
Well, I used to carry not only a bag, I had a cart.
Yeah, I still have my cart.
Because I couldn't carry everything.
In the old days, you had to walk out with 7 to 8 bags of stuff.
Yes. And I
Now-
used to have someone pick me
now-
up and then put it in the car.
Now they don't give away as much.
No, they don't. It's different. It is different. But what's the most common giveaway, tchotchke, these days for a company?
Well, the first giveaway you should have is always a pen.
A pen. And that's the cheapest, too.
Well, the reason for that is an inexpensive pen,
Mm-hmm.
will last 3 days in a person's hand.
And then it goes to
Then it
many
goes
other
through
people's.
Then it goes through 25 people over 2
Right.
years.
And what about the pens in the doctor's office that people just
So,
put in their pocketbook?
well, the pens, the next level pen lasts about 6 months in a person's hand.
Well, let's see. What does this say? January Logistics, North Carolina. This is my pen. I don't know how the hell I got it.
Well, I think you should have your pen with your logo.
Yeah, I
your name on
should.
it.
Yes, I
And
have to talk to
then
him about
if
it.
you
nice
give a
pen.
person
Yeah,
a
it's a
really
Very nice.
good pen, it'll last a year in their pocket.
So I never went to North Carolina.
Well,
So there you go.
somewhere it came around.
Yes. So that's
the 25 people
so that makes sense.
that it floats around through, and when it finally runs out of ink, or dries up after 2 years, that's when it gets tossed.
That's true because no one replaces.
Now, the biggest proof
Ink.
of that is TD Bank and Commerce Bank. Each store gets 7,000 pens a week. That's what they go through each week.
Wow.
They get 2 containers of pens shipped in from China every month.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how many pens they go through.
Wow.
Now-
That's unbelievable.
For example, Zwanger Passeri,
That place, those bags that they give out, they are high quality. You
But-
could take 5 home with you. They don't care. They give them. to
yeah,
you.
well, they want their name out there, but the pen you have in front of you on the other one,
This is a good
no,
one.
the other pen under your glasses,
Oh, this is MRI, stand-up MRI.
Okay,
very
but
nice
that's
pen,
the
too.
Yeah.
that's it was originally
Well,
called the Zwanger pen.
And this is my red and black. I love red
Yeah,
and black. as
but
you
I'm
know.
saying that was originally called the Zwanger pen.
So,
And
okay.
they wound up buying it through a company in Florida, through a promotional guy. And they go through thousands of pens a week.
So what's your
all-
power color?
Power color.
Yeah. Well, women have a power color.
No, I really don't, but I like blue usually.
Okay. And you, I know what it is.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you could tell me.
black.
Of course. And you?
Same. Black, yes.
And mine is black and red.
Oh,
I like the black and red combo. And I don't know, I just think it's very striking. But for men, I like light blue too in a shirt. You like light blue?
Sure.
Women like the lighter color in a shirt. Yep.
that's nice.
So, you know, it's just, it is what it is. So, what are your plans? What's coming up? Are you going to be singing?
Yes.
What's coming up?
What do
You
we
gotta
have?
come.
I got a few local gigs in Long Island coming
So-
up before the summer. Let's see, we're going to be at Napper Tandy's
Where's that?
in Northport on Main Street.
Oh, I know where that is. By
Yeah,
the
I-
church down the block.
Right down the street, right. Give me a second. What's the date on that, Valentina?
I don't
I don't
know.
remember.
All right, well,
wait,
we
I
can
got
look
it.
it
I got it. March 7th.
Oh, close.
Yes. And March 15th, I'll be at my friend's place over in Garden City. It's called Prost. on
Oh,
Franklin
well,
Avenue.
that's right in the shopping center there.
I'll
No
be there.
parking, but
Right.
it's a great place.
Let's park in the back. It's plenty
That's
of
your
parking.
friend?
Yeah, my friend owns it. Yeah.
Isn't he related to the guy in the town of Hempstead?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
I don't
I
know.
know his nephew. His nephew helps out at the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Probst.
And I'll be there at Prost, and then summer's around the corner. We'll
Oh,
be
you'll
down
be-
at Captree all summer playing,
You play always over there?
and the Hamptons. I'm in the Hamptons a lot.
Oh, so you must have a house out there. Or
No, I drive back and
You
forth.
do it?
Yes.
Oh, jeez, that's
Yeah.
a lot of driving.
It's a lot of driving, but that's part of the game. We'll be in the city, also up in Harlem, and
Wow.
Jersey, and
So you're
that's it.
doing a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Limitless on what you can do.
Yeah, we're always busy. Whatever. We're a busy band.
And I know now that you have your big thing coming up.
Yeah, I have that. Plus, I'm the president of the Hicksville Chamber, so I always have stuff going on.
Very nice. If you can ever get me in to be a speaker, let me know.
I can always try to do that.
Yes, I would like to because I would.
I'm always
Help them
looking for
out.
speakers for that.
All right. Well, I could speak about many things. So many things have happened to me. But my book is one big speaker, and the show, which is very different. And not everybody has the wherewithal to do it on their own. And when you come here, as you see, what do? You just get on and it's all done for you. And Bobby Lucera, who owns this place, has just made major improvements. What do you think of this place?
It's absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful studio.
I'm
It's
very
excellent.
can you believe it?
impressed.
Yeah.
I'm extremely impressed. First time here,
Yes.
extremely impressed.
And let me
with
tell
it
you,
all.
you see how clean it is? That's
Yep.
how it is.
No.
It's always
It's
clean. And then the studio where you had your photos done.
Yes.
Isn't that
gorgeous,
unique?
Absolutely beautiful.
You gotta say that's unique, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
unique.
very nice.
Very different. That's called a value add.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's like
Tina.
the terms. It's a value add.
Yes. Listen.
You know. But I just want to say, in a world where bigger is better, sometimes you gotta think small.
Okay.
Because the small makes it bigger. But if you try to go the bigger, better part right away, you have to take a few steps back.
Yes.
And if I think about where I started, you know where I started.
You know, we don't have too much time. I just want to say, for the closing, you gentlemen do not know the way I know Tina.
Well, we're talking
Tina,
years.
Tina is a lovely, lovely person. She has a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Definitely heart of gold. She's so amazing from where she was and where she went, and again now where she's doing all her accomplishment. It's amazing.
And on
Seriously.
that, we better drink to that.
That's
guys.
right. You
Yes.
better.
There you
You
go.
better.
Amen.
There's nothing
Salute.
left. But all right.
Yeah.
You only bring one small one. I can't believe it. You should have brought the whole bottle.
It's too much trouble to bring the bottle.
Why?
But everybody gets a gift,
Thank you.
okay?
All right.
You
What's
get
the
to eat
gift?
this on the way
What's the
home.
gift? Here you
Oh,
go,
boy.
sir.
Okay, you get
Enjoy
cookies
it.
in the car,
Thank you.
and you
We
also
give you
will get.
cookies. You give us the.
There you go. And
wants
this
the
is
ribs?
how your friends.
Here you go, baby.
Yeah,
Exactly. You
thank
give us the ribs.
Some of those.
Thank you.
You know a lot of people.
I sure do.
All
you
right.
go.
And did I give you one? There you go. These are for you. All right, little things you can have in case you can give them
Oh
out.
boy.
And we can do just about anything on this show, guys. So guess what? We are coming to a close. We ring the bell at the end. All right? You ring the bell, I ring the bell, and you
I got
do
a
that.
tambourine.
Yep. We usually have a ball we throw, but the ball is missing today. So that is a wrap, guys. There you go.